Welcome to our deep dive into data governance. In today's digital world, organizations generate and handle vast amounts of data every day. But how do they ensure this data remains accurate, secure, and compliant with regulations? That's where data governance comes in. Data governance refers to the set of policies and processes that help organizations manage data integrity, security, and compliance. It's about setting the rules for how data is handled, who can access it, and how it's protected. In this video, we'll explore the key components, benefits, and best practices of data governance, starting with its core definition and importance. Data governance is more than just a buzzword. It's a critical foundation for any organization that relies on data-driven decision-making. Without proper governance, data can become inconsistent, inaccurate, or even vulnerable to breaches. This can lead to costly mistakes, legal issues, and a loss of trust. By establishing clear policies and processes, organizations can ensure their data is reliable and secure. This not only protects sensitive information but also helps teams work more efficiently and confidently. Let's look at how data governance supports business success and compliance. Understand data governance. It's important to break down its main components. These include data integrity, security, and compliance. Data integrity ensures that information is accurate and consistent across the organization. Security focuses on protecting data from unauthorized access or breaches. Compliance ensures that data practices meet legal and regulatory requirements. Together, these elements form the backbone of a strong data governance framework. In the following scenes, we'll explore each component in detail, showing how they work together to safeguard your organization's data. Data integrity is all about accuracy and consistency. Imagine a business where customer records are duplicated or outdated. This can cause confusion and errors. Data integrity policies ensure that information is entered correctly, updated regularly, and maintained without duplication or loss. This means everyone in the organization can trust the data they use, leading to better decisions and smoother operation. Maintaining data integrity is a continuous process, requiring regular checks and updates to keep information reliable. Security is a top priority in data governance. Organizations must protect sensitive data from unauthorized access, cyberattacks, and accidental leaks. This involves setting up strong access controls, encrypting data, and monitoring for suspicious activity. Security policies define who can view or edit certain information, helping to prevent breaches and maintain confidentiality. By prioritizing security, organizations not only protect themselves but also build trust with customers and partners. Compliance is a crucial aspect of data governance. Organizations must follow laws and regulations that govern how data is collected, stored, and used. These rules can vary by industry and location, making compliance a complex but necessary task. Policies help ensure that data practices meet legal standards, reducing the risk of fines or legal action. Regular audits and training keep teams informed and prepared for changes in regulations, ensuring ongoing compliance. Policies are the backbone of data governance. They set the rules for how data is managed, who is responsible for it, and what steps must be taken to protect it. Well-defined policies provide clear guidance for employees, helping them understand their roles and responsibilities. These policies should be regularly reviewed and updated to keep up with new technologies and changing regulations. By having strong policies in place, organizations can create a culture of accountability and security. Processes are the step-by-step actions organizations take to manage data. These include how data is collected, stored, accessed, and deleted. Clear processes help ensure that data is handled consistently and securely at every stage. They also make it easier to identify and fix issues quickly. Documenting these processes is essential for training new employees and maintaining compliance. Effective processes support the overall goals of data governance by making sure nothing falls through the cracks. Data governance isn't just the job of it. It requires collaboration across the entire organization. Different teams and individuals have specific roles, from data stewards who oversee data quality to compliance officers who ensure regulations are met. Leadership sets the tone by prioritizing data governance and providing resources. When everyone understands their responsibilities, data governance becomes a shared effort that benefits the whole organization. Signing data ownership is a key part of governance. Data owners are responsible for specific sets of data, ensuring they are accurate, secure, and compliant. This clear accountability helps prevent confusion and ensures that issues are addressed quickly. Data owners work closely with other teams to maintain high standards and resolve problems as they arise. By defining ownership, organizations create a strong foundation for effective data governance. Data stewards play a vital role in data governance. They are responsible for maintaining data quality and ensuring that policies and processes are followed. Data stewards act as the bridge between technical teams and business users, helping to translate requirements and resolve issues. Their work ensures that data remains trustworthy and useful for everyone in the organization. By empowering data stewards, organizations can maintain high standards and adapt to changing needs. Training is essential for successful data governance. Employees need to understand the policies, processes, and tools they use every day. Regular training sessions keep everyone up to date on best practices and regulatory changes. This not only reduces the risk of mistakes, but also empowers employees to take ownership of their data responsibilities. Investing in training builds a knowledgeable workforce that supports the organization's data governance goal. Technology is a powerful enabler of data governance. Tools like data management platforms, encryption software, and monitoring systems help automate processes and enforce policies. These technologies make it easier to track data, detect issues, and maintain security. By leveraging the right tools, organizations can scale their data governance efforts and respond quickly to new challenges. Technology also supports compliance by providing detailed records and audit trails. Managing the data lifecycle is a key part of governance. This involves overseeing data from creation to deletion, ensuring it remains accurate, secure, and compliant at every stage. Lifecycle management policies define how long data is kept, when it should be archived, and how it is safely disposed of. By managing the entire lifecycle, organizations reduce risks and make the most of their data assets. Data classification is the process of organizing data based on its sensitivity and importance. By classifying data, organizations can apply the right level of protection and access controls. For example, confidential information may require stricter security measures than public data. Classification policies help teams understand how to handle different types of data, reducing the risk of accidental exposure or misuse. Access control is a fundamental part of data governance. These policies determine who can view, edit, or delete specific data. By restricting access to only those who need it, organizations reduce the risk of unauthorized changes or leaks. Access controls should be regularly reviewed and updated to reflect changes in roles or responsibilities. Strong access control policies help maintain data security and integrity. Quality data is essential for effective decision-making. Data governance includes setting standards for data quality such as accuracy, completeness, and timeliness. These standards help ensure that data is fit for its intended use. Regular checks and validation processes help maintain quality over time. By prioritizing data quality, organizations can trust their data and make better business decisions. Ongoing monitoring and auditing are vital for maintaining data governance. Monitoring tools track data usage and detect unusual activity, while audits review compliance with policies and regulations. Regular audits help identify gaps or weaknesses, allowing organizations to address issues before they become serious problems. This proactive approach keeps data secure and ensures ongoing compliance with laws and standards. Even with strong governance, incidents can happen. That's why having an incident response plan is crucial. This plan outlines the steps to take if data is compromised, including how to contain the issue, notify stakeholders, and recover lost data. Regular drills and updates ensure the plan remains effective. By preparing for incidents, organizations can minimize damage and recover quickly. Data privacy is a growing concern for organizations and individuals alike. Data governance policies must address how personal information is collected, stored, and shared. Privacy regulations like GDPR require organizations to protect user data and respect individual rights. By embedding privacy into governance, organizations can build trust and avoid costly penalties. Retention policies define how long data should be kept and when it should be deleted. These policies help organizations manage storage costs, comply with regulations, and reduce the risk of holding unnecessary data. Clear retention schedules ensure that data is available when needed and disposed of safely when it's no longer required. Regular reviews keep retention policies up to date with business needs and legal requirements. Archiving is the process of moving old or inactive data to secure storage. This helps free up space and keeps active systems running smoothly. Archiving policies define what data should be archived, how it's stored, and how it can be retrieved if needed. Secure archiving protects data from loss or unauthorized access, supporting both compliance and operational efficiency. Proper data disposal is essential for security and compliance. When data is no longer needed, it should be deleted or destroyed in a way that prevents recovery. Disposal policies outline the methods and responsibilities for safely removing data. Following best practices for disposal reduces the risk of data leaks and ensures compliance with regulations. Data governance framework provides the structure for managing data policies, processes, and roles. Popular frameworks include DMADMBOK and COBIE, which offer best practices and guidelines for effective governance. Adopting a framework helps organizations align their efforts and measure progress. Frameworks can be tailored to fit the unique needs of each organization, ensuring a practical and effective approach. Successful data governance program requires a dedicated team. This team typically includes data stewards, compliance officers, IT professionals, and business leaders. Each member brings unique skills and perspectives, working together to develop and enforce policies. Regular meetings and clear communication keep the team aligned and focused on shared goals. Building a strong governance team is the first step toward lasting success. Clear objectives are essential for guiding data governance efforts. Objectives might include improving data quality, enhancing security, or achieving regulatory compliance. By setting measurable goals, organizations can track progress and demonstrate the value of governance initiatives. Objectives should be reviewed regularly and adjusted as business needs evolve. Developing comprehensive policies and standards is a cornerstone of data governance. These documents outline how data should be handled, who is responsible, and what controls are in place. Policies and standards should be clear, accessible, and regularly updated. Involving stakeholders in their development ensures buy-in and relevance. Well-crafted policies and standards help organizations maintain consistency and accountability. Implementation is where policies and plans become reality. This involves rolling out new processes, training staff, and integrating technology solutions. Change management is key. Employees need support as they adapt to new ways of working. Regular feedback and adjustments help ensure a smooth transition. Successful implementation turns governance from theory into practice. Measuring the success of data governance is essential for continuous improvement. Key performance indicators, KPIs, might include data quality scores, compliance rates, or incident response times. Regular reporting helps organizations identify strengths and areas for improvement. By tracking results, teams can celebrate successes and address challenges proactively. Data governance is an ongoing journey, not a one-time project. Continuous improvement involves regularly reviewing policies, processes, and outcomes. Feedback from employees and stakeholders helps identify opportunities for enhancement. By staying flexible and responsive, organizations can adapt to new challenges and maintain effective governance over time. Implementing data governance comes with challenges. These might include resistance to change, lack of resources, or unclear responsibilities. Addressing these challenges requires strong leadership, clear communication, and ongoing support. By anticipating obstacles and planning solutions, organizations can overcome barriers and achieve their governance goals. Resistance to new policies and processes is natural. Overcoming it requires clear communication about the benefits of data governance and how it supports organizational goals. Involving employees in the process and addressing their concerns helps build buy-in. Recognizing and rewarding positive behavior encourages ongoing participation and support. Effective data governance requires adequate resources, including time, budget, and expertise. Leadership must prioritize governance and allocate the necessary support. Investing in technology, training, and dedicated staff ensures that governance initiatives are successful. Proper resource allocation demonstrates commitment and sets the stage for long-term success. Data landscape is always evolving, with new technologies, regulations, and threats emerging regularly. Data governance must be flexible and adaptable to keep up. Regular reviews and updates ensure that policies and processes remain effective. Staying informed about industry trends and best practices helps organizations stay ahead of the curve. Stakeholder engagement is critical for data governance success. This includes involving business leaders, IT teams, and end users in policy development and implementation. Regular communication and feedback sessions keep stakeholders informed and invested. Engaged stakeholders help drive adoption and ensure that governance meets organizational needs. Communicating the value of data governance helps build support across the organization. This involves sharing success stories, demonstrating improvements, and highlighting risk reduction. Clear communication helps everyone understand why governance matters and how it benefits their work. By making the value visible, organizations can sustain momentum and commitment. Let's look at a real-world example. In the financial sector, data governance is essential for meeting regulatory requirements and protecting sensitive information. Banks implement strict policies for data access, retention, and security. Regular audits and employee training ensure ongoing compliance. By prioritizing governance, financial institutions reduce risk and build customer trust. Healthcare organizations handle highly sensitive patient data. Data governance ensures that this information is accurate, secure, and used appropriately. Policies address data access, privacy, and compliance with regulations like HIPAA. Regular monitoring and incident response plans help protect patient information and maintain trust in healthcare services. Retailers collect and analyze large volumes of customer data. Data governance helps ensure that this data is accurate, secure, and used ethically. Policies guide data collection, storage, and sharing, while compliance efforts focus on privacy regulations. By governing data effectively, retailers can personalize experiences and build customer loyalty. For multinational organizations, data governance must address different regulations and cultural expectations across regions. This requires flexible policies and strong coordination between teams. Global governance frameworks help organizations manage data consistently while respecting local laws and customs. Effective global governance supports international growth and risk management. Data governance is evolving with new technologies like artificial intelligence and cloud computing. These trends introduce new challenges and opportunities for managing data. Organizations must update policies and processes to address issues like data bias, cloud security, and cross-border data flows. Staying ahead of trends helps organizations remain competitive and compliant. Following best practices is key to effective data governance. This includes setting clear policies, involving stakeholders, investing in training, and leveraging technology. Regular reviews and updates keep governance efforts relevant and effective. By learning from industry leaders and adapting best practices, organizations can achieve lasting success. The future of data governance will be shaped by new technologies, regulations, and business needs. Automation, artificial intelligence, and advanced analytics will play larger roles in managing data. Organizations must remain agile and proactive, updating their governance strategies to meet emerging challenges. By embracing innovation, organizations can turn data governance into a competitive advantage. Wrap up: data governance is essential for managing data integrity, security, and compliance. It involves setting clear policies, defining roles, and implementing effective processes. By investing in governance, organizations can protect their data, meet regulatory requirements, and support business success. Remember, data governance is an ongoing effort that requires commitment from everyone in the organization. Now that you understand the basics of data governance, consider how your organization can strengthen its policies and processes. Start by reviewing your current practices, identifying gaps, and setting clear objectives. Engage stakeholders, invest in training, and leverage technology to support your efforts. With a strong governance framework, your organization can confidently manage its data and unlock new opportunities.